All right, mates. So here's another video. We'll talk a little bit more about the resource thing. Okay. Um, Training troops. The number of troops you have. Okay. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Right now, I have less than 1,000 of all my higher tier troops, all the way down to tier two. In a couple of them, there's a couple of them here I may still have over 1,000. I'm not sure. So no, in this farm I don't. Okay. Um, but you can see that my tier one, 18.3k troops, tier one, 24, 21, and I really don't pay attention to the number of how many I have of each one. I really don't care. But as you can see, I only have tier one cannons, only T1 cannons. Okay, and they just carry more food. Okay, let me show you. Okay, based off of just what I'm showing you right now. Okay, if I was going to come here and construct, okay, and I do a, geez, it won't let me because it's full. All right, so let's pick a tile. Okay, so my troop load right now is 280. Okay, there's a troop load of 1,164,392, but that is not all of my troops. As you can see, my T1s have not filled their bar. I take cavalry away and I fill the bar. Now I'm at 1.262. So let's check that again. 1.164, 1.266. I'll fill it up with the rest of the cav. And if you are wondering why I only do it with the cavalry, is because I normally send my entire march with my ship now to the silver mine. I do not collect on resource tiles on the map anymore. The only time I do that is if two reasons. Right before reset, so I can get the daily task, right, for collecting the 4 different resources. I'll send to the individual tiles, and yes, I can clear 4 tiles that are level 6 with my farms. The second reason would be for the Kingdom's Arms race. Okay, so if I want to collect a bunch of iron, I'll send out to a bunch of iron plots, which collect very fast. I think in an hour and 40 minutes, my farms will clear level 6 iron mine or plots. Okay, silver is probably almost just as fast as collecting iron, so the silver has gotten on point with the collecting times. Okay, but that's what I do. The reason why I do that, because now I'm only using one march, and I send them to the silver mine or iron mine, whichever one we have up. I send them there, so now I have 3 available marches. So when my main is out gathering resources on different resource tiles, okay, when they all come back, I do red guards, and I can do 3. A lot of the times it's 2, depending on my timeline that I've been able to get back in the game. But my stamina recovery in my main is very fast as well, because all of my development research is done. I can't do any more development research in my main, so it's all maxed out. So I get stamina back very fast. So I jump back in the game probably every 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, depending. Okay, and I start rallies. I do rallies throughout the day. I don't normally hit beasts at all, hardly at all in any of my accounts. Only red guards, for a very specific reason, because of the bounties. I want to be able to raise bounties and be able to fill my quota for every bounty that is available. In order for me to do that, I have to be able to be available for the red guard raid and be available for rallies in my farms and in my main. So I start them with my main. So it's nothing against anybody if I don't join your rallies. It's because I have a focus. My main is going to get 500,000 food if nobody else joins, and I just send 1 troop from my farms. I kill the red guard in the rally, and I send my troops from my main right back out. I don't even have to go back to my farms to send them out, because those cavalry can't be used. They're just going to sit in my fort. Okay, I have my main march with all these troops that you see me picking up right here. Okay, all these troops that you see me doing right here, I am sending all of them to the Alliance farm. So like I said, all these troops are gone except for that T1 cavalry, and I'll just keep them at home. And when I'm ready to do a rally with my main, I just jump into my accounts right quick, send one troop, and they march very fast, which is why I use cavalry. They will get there in about 12 seconds to my main. So I can hit each one of my all three of the rallies with all three of my farms within about 2 minutes. Okay, so it's very effective. Plus, they pull 5 of the 1K food every time I do it. My main gets 500, my farms get 5. That's all they get. The reason why I get so much food in my farms is the production side. My production side is where I start to capitalize a little bit. If I wanted more food or more wood, then I would keep the appropriate guard applied. But if I want to stack up on some silver, of course I'm going to keep the appropriate guard applied. You have to have that guard applied to your troops when they land on a resource tile. If you have the wrong guard applied and you send a troop a march to march on a resource tile and you have the wrong guard applied, you can always go back into your estate and change your guard without calling your march back. You don't have to call your march back. It's whatever guard is applied once they land. Okay, so you can have the wrong guard on and you send to the Alliance farm. You're like, oh shit, I'm going to gather crazy slow. Let me go back into my estate right quick and change the guard. You change the guard and your march is going to benefit from the guard that you just applied. Okay, unfortunately, it does not work that way with your combat guards. Combat guards, whatever is applied once you send your march away from your estate are the ones that are going to be used. So keep that in mind. All right. Let's see what else. Your gear. Now, I'm sure everybody has noticed that maxing out your resource gear, the best stuff that we can get without spending a crazy amount of gold on it, is this stuff right here. Okay? I'm not even sure why I have this anymore. I really don't. I never apply it. Same thing with this one here. I never apply it. There's no reason, because I have that one. Right? I don't care to dismantle it. I don't need it. I have no reason to upgrade anything. I don't care to upgrade my combat gear. I don't care to upgrade any of my creation gear. That steel, if I stack up on it and I feel like I want to upgrade something just to give me a little bump up, fine, I'll do it, you know. I don't put on my combat gear ever. Honestly, it's the only time I use it is against a Kingdom Beast. The only time. I don't even use it on the Red Guard rallies that I do with my main. Nothing, because it's not beneficial. It's very weak gear and very weak gems. So I'm not gonna, and I don't plan on attacking anybody with my farms like at all, ever. So it's crazy, and there's no point in doing that. This one's beneficial as hell though. Okay. The trading capacity is 75%. So if you have these maxed out, another trading capacity is 70%, makes it so that I can send a ton. Oh, let me go back in here. Also, if you feel like you need to trade a large amount, I think it's in here. I might be wrong. No, it's a green one. I gotta find him. Nope, not him. Oh shit, where is he? Is it here? Nope, construction speed 3 stars. That's a good one to have though. Maybe he's in here. Yep, there he is. Trading capacity at another 50%. Okay? Just want to show you real quick what it would look like if I wanted to trade. So 14,250 silver is what I could exchange, minus 2,280. Okay, so it's more than a level 5 silver tile that I can send in one march. Beneficial. I think it's beneficial if I'm willing to lose 2,280, considering how much my farms produce, from all the stuff that I've done, considering how much they produce and how quickly they gather. I can sacrifice 2,280 to help somebody get 300,000 or 400,000 silver that they're short on. It's not worth kicking your farms out of the alliance or whatever like that to attack it just because you need a few thousand or a few 100,000 of a resource. That's crazy. Just trade that shit. But if you need a few million, okay, you don't trade that. You kick your farms out and you hit that shit and you get it. Alright? Anyways, go ahead and hit me up if you guys need to know anything else. If there's something else I may have missed on that you want to know a little bit more about and put a little more deeper focus into it for you, let me know. Alright?